You know, if you look at a computing system today and you really start to think about how arbitrary it is, the keyboard is basically related to a typewriter that has no relevance. We carry a lot of our computing interaction with us today, and none of that really makes any sense. Staring at a screen versus, living in the world and having a screen in front of you seems like a pretty obvious element. We all know in a couple of years, 5 years, 8 years down the line, it's going to be every day people are going to be using augmented reality features in consumer devices, automobiles, industrial devices, enterprise devices, and we're really on the cutting edge of that. I think the market for augmented reality, all told, with all the elements, is probably about $90 billion. That's what people are saying, arbitrarily in 2020 it's going to be $90 billion. That's just one person's opinion, but we know it's going to be large, we know it's going to be pervasive. So I think the advantage that we have in the marketplace at the moment is that we have a unique technical presence with a product coming to market that I don't think anybody really has right now. I think that, there's a little stumble with HoloLens. Some of the other companies have made a lot of noise about what they are making, but they haven't really come to market with an actionable product. So we have a brief window of time where we can really set the pace in the market, and that's a pretty exciting opportunity. I think the obstacles in front of us are too numerous to point out. Right? There's every reason why it's audacious to try and open up an entirely new market with hardware and software and teach people how to use it, but also sell. Many audacious companies have done really well, like Tesla. Obviously there's huge obstacles. The opportunities, however, are immense as well. Part of what we try and do is figure out what the company's going to look like in 5 years. And the truth of the matter is you have no idea, because you just don't know how the market's going to develop. You don't know where we're going to find. We have opportunities that people want to buy something from us. It could be software, it could be hardware, it could be services, who knows. But what we're doing is positioning, I like to think, very similar to the way that Qualcomm did, where they're kind of pushing an entirely new use case for a technology into the market and kind of have to create the entire ecosystem around it. All of these years of development have led to a point where there's pent-up demand and interest in lots of different companies. When you look through our funnel of conversations that we're having, there's no lack of demand. Everybody wants to try and figure out how to integrate augmented reality into their workflows, but they have nothing to buy yet. So that's what I'm most excited about. When we have a bunch of these things to kick out the door, see what happens. It's like setting them out in the wild. We as an organization, to be successful, need to sell our products, to create revenue that makes us all make money. The one thing I'd like everyone to think about is we're all salespeople, right? We are all missionaries for this revolution in computing, and regardless of what we do, the time that we spend outside of the office, we should be thinking about how we're adding to the overall visibility of what we're doing, right? And I know whenever I explain what we do to my friends and family, they're all amazed, right? And the first thing they say is, I want to try it. If people run into me and they want to say hi and stop me, I'm just super happy to meet and talk with people and get to know them and hear their stories and suggestions. I think that a flat organization's a good one. I keep an open door for a reason. So. Audio Jungle.